Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Falcons going up against the Bears.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. It's never good.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercovers. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons, Lord please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating, it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness, I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight. Then lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Falcons going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
140, 140.
They go with Howard again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. There he goes inside the 30. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Howard fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Freeman again, a first down carry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Shift together here from the D-line. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Ryan on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, Freeman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
and the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Howard on 2nd down. Always got some breathing room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Play action, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Toss play, Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
4 left. 140, 140. Orange blocks the hot.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up the throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Freeman again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. In this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Flush to his right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And it's 21-3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Ryan to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Completes it to Davis. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Shift together here from the D-line. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Three-man line. Three-man line, okay? So just play a three-man line. Watch the hot.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And now look at him go. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
140. 3-man lines left. Right there.
Trying the right side with Howard. That good for 19 at a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Set. 140, 140.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he loses the football a second time. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is Langford on first and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the give, running right is Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They pitch out to Howard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw here. On the right side, this is Miller. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. John Fox, a longtime NFL coach. He's addressed the situation and said, we're going on 4th down.
92-85. Watch the hot.
So that'll back him up 5. So 4th down, John Fox will turn it over to his field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, let's go. Switch.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Now he's forced out left. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Get up.
Jones will come now in motion right.
Get up.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Again, Ryan. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Langford again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Open space inside the 10. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run here with Langford. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Langford. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?